My heart is sad and lonely.
Yo.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It has been such a long time since I filmed a video. I'm getting used to looking into the lens, not the viewfinder and all that fun YouTube stuff. But anyways, today I filmed this look. This is like my go-to look when I want to look glam and cute, but I don't want to go all out, cut crease, pink eyeshadow, all that fun stuff. So yeah, without further ado, let's get started with the video. Okay, so hopping right into this tutorial, I feel so weird filming. So I've already primed my eyelids and I've already done my eyebrows just because it's kind of a simple step. I wanted to get out of the way to save time. So I'm actually going to be using this Wet n Wild palette because I didn't want to get my big Morphe palette out, but usually I would use the Jaclyn Hill palette or the 35O, but it doesn't really matter because all you need is a warm brown transition shade. I'm going to be using this fluffy crease brush. I actually don't know where I got this brush from, but it's like my favorite crease brush and I use it all the time. So just tap off, and then I'm just going to put this right into my crease. My concealer's creasing, love that. This is our nice transition shade. I'm just gonna go in with this bigger, fluffier brush just to prove that I'm blending this shit out because it does not look blended at all on camera. Okay, so for this second eyeshadow, I just use this dark brown right now. This dark brown right here, just to put in the outer corner a little bit. Nothing too crazy, just to define the eyes a little bit more. It's really nothing that special. This fake tan looks like I have a mustache. I don't. So now I'm going to be really basic. I'm just taking this matte white that's in the palette and I'm just putting that on my eyelids. Just because I don't like to wear super glitter eyeshadows when I'm just doing something simple. I do love me a really glittery extra look though. Don't get it twisted. Except for my eyeshadow, it's so basic, but for every day or for when it's just a casual event, lunch, I keep it really simple because I like to have big lashes. That's kind of like where I put my main focus, so that's what I like. But if you want to put on more eyeshadow, you do you. But for me, I like to do simple eyeshadow. Alright you guys, time for the fun part, which is the face makeup. I keep putting my products down and then I can't find them. But anyway, I'm going to be priming with the True Match Lumi Glow. This technically isn't a primer, but you can put it under your makeup and it gives your skin a nice glow under your foundation, which I'm all about. So it is really pretty too. It's really glowy. You can see it there. And I just apply it with my fingers. Make sure your fingers are clean though because you don't want to be spreading bacteria. Now I'm using the L'Oreal Pro Matte foundation. This is in the shade 106. I usually use the Pro Glow when I'm pale and I do the same look, but for today we're doing the matte one because it's the one that matches me and I really like the formula. So, and I'm using the Real Techniques brush. I swear it's not too dirty, I just cleaned my brushes, and I'm just gonna bring it down my neck because I did fake tan, so I want everything to be as matched as possible. And also I need to get a hairband, but I just really don't want to get up and get it right now, so I'm just gonna struggle. Okay, so now that I have my face on, I seriously love the formula of this foundation. It just makes your skin look so smooth and it blends out so quickly and even. Especially with this Real Techniques brush, this is literally my favorite foundation brush. I do love the Beauty Blender, but with this formula, the brush just works way better, so 10 out of 10 recommend. But now we're gonna get on to concealer, which is another one of my favorite parts just because I feel like it makes everything look so flawless and it finishes off your face and it just makes everything look snatched. So I have the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow, and then I have the L'Oreal True Match. This is way too light for me, but I love the formula, so I use a little bit of this and then I use this to kind of even it out a little bit. So for under my eye, with my eyeshadow, I pretty much carve out my eyeshadow with my concealer, so I kind of will draw a line like that, just because I like my eyeshadow to kind of look really sharp. Whenever I do eyeliner, I usually will put on tape with my eyeshadow, but for this, just because it's such simple eyeshadow, I don't really feel the need to do it. And then a little bit of the Pro Glow just to kind of neutralize it out. And then I'm taking the Real Techniques Beauty Blender. I love the Beauty Blender, but this one's a little bit cheaper and it works just as good, so. Okay, so now that I have my concealer on, to bake, I usually would use the L'Oreal Mercier powder or the Kat Von D powder. Is so good. I love it almost more than the L'Oreal Mercier, and I think it's a little bit cheaper. But when I'm tan, I like to use the Wet n Wild Duo, and I use this like banana powder, and it just looks so good under the eyes. And I don't really have oily skin, so I don't really set the rest of my face, but if you have oily skin, then just set the rest of your face with a little bit of translucent powder and you'll be good. So while that is baking, I like to go ahead and bronze my skin, and I'm just going to use the other side of this duo, even though it's a little bit warm toned, so it's not the best for contouring, but just for bronzing up a little bit, it's fine. Especially because I'm really tan with this self-tanner I use, so I honestly love this self-tanner. This is about as tan as I get in the summer. I just, you know, it's like winter here, and I obviously have not gone outside in the last 6 months, so I just needed a little glow. But in the summer, I don't fake tan or anything because I can actually tan pretty quickly, which is nice. But yes, my camera's making it looks so bronzed and orange, but really it's not. I promise. It's making me look way more tanner than I actually am, which I guess I can't complain because I love being tan. It's such a confidence booster. So now I'm just gonna wipe off my bake because I don't leave it on for like super long, just a little bit. You guys are probably thinking I do my makeup in such a weird way, but I'm just gonna finish the rest of my face, and I'm gonna use this blush. I do like to use a little bit of blush because I kind of like when you have like a little bit of color back onto you, but blush is optional. I know a lot of people who don't use blush, so it's completely fine. I'm not really picky with my blush, honestly. I just like to use one that will just give me a little bit of color. I do really enjoy this one though. It's from L'Oreal. So you just add such a nice little, like, you look so cute. I love blush. I think it's pretty. I just think it makes you look really healthy and like you haven't stayed up till 4 AM and been on the internet like how I've been. Now I'm gonna finish off my eyes, and something just fell. But I'm just going to curl my lashes and put on mascara, and I'll be right back because it's really hard for me to film on camera, so. Okay, so I put on mascara and I feel human again. I just feel like lashes make such a difference. But anyway, I'm gonna be putting on big lashes too. These are the Ardell wispies. These are my favorite go-to. I used to wear the Demi wispies all the time, and then I switched to these, and I like a few more pair of this like collection of the wispies. But these are just by far such a classic. They look so good on everyone. Whenever I do people's makeup, I always put on these. These are just so flattering on everyone, and I really like them, and they're really easy to put on too. So if you're a newbie to the lash game, I guess, then these are really good. And they're super affordable. They're not like $20 lashes. They're $3 at the drugstore. So anyways, I get a lot of questions about how I put on my lashes, and I would say have a good pair of tweezers, and the lash glue I use is this is disgusting to show you because it looks so gross, but it's the Duo lash glue, but it's the brush on formula. I just feel like it's way easier to apply, it dries faster, and you can just coat the lash band way easier. So that's why I like to use that, and it's really cheap. It's like $5. So first, just pull your lash out of the thing gently because you don't want to tear it. And then you can measure it, but I know that these match my lashes pretty much perfectly, so I don't really have to worry about that too much. I'm going to coat my band. It's a super thin band, so it's really nice. Like that. I totally thought my camera was recording and it wasn't. But anyway, I just put on my lashes. Nothing too crazy, sorry, that's my phone. But to finish off the eyes, I'm just gonna take one of these like brown shades and then just swoop it under my lower lashes, just for a little bit of definition. And I'm gonna be applying some mascara on my bottom lash. I'm the most clumsiest person ever. Mascara on my lower lashes because I think it finishes off the eyes well. Okay, so for the lips, all I do for my lips is I just apply a little bit. Okay. So my mom is currently vacuuming right now, but I really want to finish this video because I'm starving and I want to go get some sushi. So all I do for my lips is I just line them a little bit with whatever liner. I have this NYX one, I have this NYX one, I have a MAC one I really like, just whatever liner I kind of have laying around or in my bag. But I would say try to get a color that's close to your natural lips, or maybe like a shade darker, and I just follow my natural lip shape just like that. I have my lipstick on. I just dab a little bit of lipstick. This is MAC's Velvet Teddy. This is like a tiny baby one. It's so cute, but I know MAC tests this on animals, but I bought this before like I was aware of all that, so I'm really sorry. And I just kind of dab it on like that. A little bit of Too Faced lip injection. This is how I get my lips to look like plump. And I just put it on the center of my lips. So just on the cupid's bow. And the center like that. And last but not least, I put on highlighter. I always put on highlighter last because I feel like it's just kind of like the final touch to the makeup, and I feel like once you put on your highlighter, you know, you can kind of gauge how much you want to put on and stuff. But this is the Wet n Wild highlighter in Precious Petals, and it is so blinding. It's not really showing up now, but in pictures and all that, it is really pretty. Camera has been showing my makeup to be so patchy, and I hate it. And I'm just gonna be putting it on. Okay, you guys, the sun is setting and I'm getting some really weird lighting right now, but the this is my finished look. I hope you really enjoyed and maybe learned something today. If you have any questions or concerns, you can comment or DM me on Instagram. I really hope you guys have a positive and productive day, whatever time you're watching this, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!